First of all, I'd like to express my warmest gratitude to Dr. Kumugai and the CDS staff who thank you very much, who supported my research a long time. And today I was very surprised. My friend, Dr. Mitashi Kao, explained Buddhism and AI. And my friend, Dr. Like Kepion, just we became good friends during this conference. He explained Metaverse. I was very surprised. And today I will explain the current situation of my development about AI, Buddhist AI, and AR, VR, and Metaverse. Okay, introduction. Buddhist friend has such wishes, such as I wish the Buddha were here to help me, and I wish I could consult the Buddha anytime, anywhere about my problems. In order to fulfill such wishes, we invented and released Buddhabot, which is a Buddhist chatbot AI last year. Sorry, it is in Japanese, but now we are creating English version too. Now, for example, this is the list of examples. Q&A list, question and answer list by the second time of report. For example, the first question, I'm worried about my PhD program because I can't find a good topic. And the answer is there is no linguistic wisdom or scholarship for those who are hasty and lazy. I think the answer is not very bad. But for example, in such a question, and the answer is also a question. This is completely error. And in these areas, it offers on the same answers. Regarding such questions, AI is the same answer. So regarding these areas, we lack the data. So we need to make an AI much more data. Then we can solve these problems. And the book is continuing to evolve. And we have completed machine learning of the oldest Buddhist sutra, the Stanpada. And we are now installing the next oldest sutras, such as Dhammapada. And first, we created such, programming on the screen, but it's difficult for general people to use it. So we developed a smartphone application similar to Line, like that, and it's easier for general user to use it. However, chatbots allow for only text dialogue, but not face-to-face meeting. We still want to talk to Buddha directly, not just chat with text. So I have a very strong attachment. So, in order to fulfill this desire, we have started to develop Buddhist virtual world Tera-Verse to meet and talk with Buddhabot, not exactly Buddha, unfortunately. So, Dr. Yu kindly introduced my last. So, the bottom part is that it is cyberspace by using VR goggle, and the upper part is our physical space. And today we are pleased to introduce Terra Platform AR version 1.0 using augmented reality, AR, not VR for the moment, AR technology as a first step towards the Tera-Verse concept. And I'm sorry, my CV is not included in the program, so I shortly introduce myself. So I'm a divisional director in Kyoto University in Japan, and I'm program director of Japan's Moonshot project organized by Japan's Cabinet Office. And I'm conducting human science research and social science and also hard science. And regarding human science, I'm studying philosophy and history. And in the second Vajrayana conference, I introduced the archaeological site of Tsampagare Yeshiduje, who is the founder of the Kalisto, which is a state Buddhist school in Bhutan. And I'm reading such a ancient text. And very fortunately, thanks to Dasha Paramara and the CBS and the PM office, and I could publish the 3 oldest biographies of Tsampagare. So if you're interested, I will show you later. And regarding social science, I'm doing a well-being study and Himalayan law and also policy. And regarding natural science, we are conducting as a moonshot project. I'm conducting life science and neuroscience project to clarify the mechanism of mind and also mental state transition. So by using BMI, BMI and also optogenetics. So now our technology is very advanced, so we can change our brain by technology. And informatics. So today I will introduce my research about informatics by using AI, AR, VR, and Metaverse. And background, there are social issues. So as you know, the COVID-19 disaster, in order to avoid crowding, the use of physical space is greatly restricted. So we increased mental stress due to community fragmentation and sense of entrapment. And now there is a very miserable situation, trouble in Ukrainian problem, and the people suffer due to territorial dispute in physical space between nations. And so suffering due to restrictions of physical space is increasing. So on the other hand, social expectations for virtual space are increasing at the same time. So the present and the future situation. And I'm from Japan, and now very unfortunately, present and the future situation in religious world is also difficult in Japan. So according to the statistics, in Japan there are many Buddhist schools, and there are many headquarters, big temples, and in local cities there are big temples. But there are very small temples in Japan, and 40% of Japanese temples have an income of less than 3 million yen before COVID crisis, COVID disaster. So they have a big financial problem. And the average Japan's household income is 5.5 million yen. That is to say, most of the Japanese Buddhist temples are much poorer than general, secular houses. And according to statistics, 30% of temples will be closed by 2014 in Japan. So we will no longer be able to make a visit to temple in Japan, unfortunately. And the solution, regarding solution, we could use technology to break through the limit of physical space. So, for example, I suggest to use IoT, but not Internet of temple or tradition to stabilize the management of temples in real space. And by using not only real space but also virtual space, we can intervene with technology in negative conditions in temples. Like that, we can in cyberspace we can create cyber temples, and also we can communicate with monks in cyberspace, and we can communicate with Buddha avatars or saints avatars by using cyberspace. But not only using such cyberspace. So today I will explain about AR, augmented reality. If avatar temples and avatar monks and avatar Buddhas or Bodhisattvas appears in our real space by using AR technology, the real space will become more multi-layered. like that. So in Japan, as I said, more than 30% of the temple will be closed. Instead, if we could create cyber temples by using AR in a real space, then we can compensate the situation. And according to the decrease the number of physical temple, the number of monks will also decrease. Then we can create, if we could create a cyber avatar monks, then we can communicate with both physical monks and avatar monks. And if we could invite avatar Buddhas and saints, we can communicate, we can chat. For example, if we could invite many Buddha avatars and saint avatar in this place, and we can chat together. It's very fun, I think. And the Buddhist cyberspace, Tera-Verse, is a Buddhist version of Metaverse by using AI, AR, and VR technology, and to free people from the constraints of physical space, like that. And today, I will introduce the new product, Tera Platform AR version 1.0. So I'm annoyed by the human relationship. Attachment is produced because of the human relationship. Like it's based on the sutras and dharma. And I'm annoyed with my life, and the response and the answer is like that. And the life is always accompanied with affliction and sufferings, like that. So we can use like smartphone, and we can generate good avatar here, and we can communicate. We can see the avatar itself, and we can talk with the avatar, the voice. Anyway, this product, Tera Platform AR version 1, so we use smartphone camera function on the smartphone. And the football avatar can be summoned in front of you through your smartphone screen. And when you verbally speak to the summoned football avatar and ask him question, he will give you answer based on Buddhist sutras. Now we made the AI learn only Pada and Dhamma, but we are now conducting machine learning for other sutras. That is to say, it's a mixture of traditional wisdom, artificial intelligence, and augmented reality. That is to say, Buddhist Sutra and chatbot and AI. And what is the advantage and possibilities of AI? In the case of Buddhabot, application was possible on the text screen. It was chatbot. And thanks to AR, augmented reality and technology, communication using sight and hearing has become possible. And in the future, we can add various functions, such as accidentally meeting the Buddhabot or Buddhist avatars and following them on the street, on a real street, while taking a walk. We can chat with them. And it will be possible to expand the field of communication from the text space to the real space. This is the advantage and the possibility of AR. But at the same time, we need to think about the social, we can also think about social culture in industrial contributions. The future of traditional wisdom, artificial intelligence, and metaverse technology will transcend the limitation of physical space, eliminating oppression and the difficulty of living. And it is possible to provide new values and methods of activity for Buddhism and other religions and spiritualities. And the new religions, ideas, and cultures and arts could be created. Creation of traditional wisdom I hope with that industry. So they need to sunju. So as Nagarjuna said, okay, I will stop waiting 2-3 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. They need sunju. So Nagarjuna said, in order to attain nirvana, we need to attain absolute truth. And in order to attain absolute truth, we need to use Kunzup Denpa. So Kunzup Denpa and Tunda Denpa sunju is very, very important. And we also think about the ethical and social issues. And the avatars, so we need to think about the risk of avatars potentially going out of control. So it is necessary to avoid misinformation, misdirection. And the Buddhist materials developed on Tera-Verse should be handled with caution because they are objects of Buddhist beliefs. And in Japan, there are strong concerns that monks' jobs may be taken away. But rather, by utilizing the Tera-Verse, monks and temples can connect with people who have never had the opportunity to meet Buddhism here. Actually, many young people were interested in Buddhism. So we had a press release and many medias published articles, newspaper articles, and TV companies broadcasted. And now many Japanese young generation are interested in, Buddha is not older one, but he gives very, very insightful and important message to us like that. So now many people, many young generation are very interested in Buddhism. Anyway, by merging traditional wisdom, artificial intelligence, and the Metaverse, we will try to expand possibilities for people and society toward the realization of a happy and dynamic society. Thank you very much for your attention.